In the last few weeks, I've been sharing with you about the pervasive dangers of our everyday products and what we can do to reduce the toxic load in our lives and why it is so important to save our health. I'm going to be sharing more videos on this topic with you, especially since I've been receiving requests to share with you the products that I've personally switched to that are less toxic or non-toxic. I'm happy to do so, so be on the lookout in the next few weeks for those videos. In the meantime, I'm going to be interrupting the regular programming to share something with you that is just as toxic to our health, but in a different way, and that is drama and getting triggered. So this has been something that has been weighing heavy on me lately, not just personally, but also with everyone that I've been speaking with, loved ones, clients, friends. Everyone that I've been speaking with in the last couple weeks has been dealing with some level of drama, particularly family drama. And we have all found ourselves getting triggered. So if you are in this boat, this is the video for you. And especially if you're dealing with health issues, this is even more important because our mind and our body are inextricably linked. So anytime we're dealing with any sort of emotional issues, our physical body is going to be affected and vice versa. So that being said, I'm also going to be sharing with you a cold, hard truth that you might not want to hear. If you are not ready to hear any sort of cold, hard truths, by all means, change the channel. I totally understand. I'm not judging because God knows I've been there and I'm still learning to swallow the tough pill of that cold, hard truth. But as I learn these things, I want to share with you 3 tools that will help you to move through and beyond your triggers, which is something that for me, I know instinctively I tend to get defensive and I want to fight back and I just want to protect my ego. But there is so much growth and so much freedom if we are able to move beyond those things. So I'm going to share with you 3 tools today to help you do just that. And I'm also working on those things within myself. So on a personal note, in the last week, I had it was like a series of events, very challenging events that happened like one right after the other within a matter of days. And it really tested me. And then when I was at my lowest low, someone said something to me that really hurt my feelings. It really triggered me. And my initial reaction, I felt upset and I was angry at this person for saying something knowing that I was going through a particularly tough time. And then I was like, and here's the cold hard truth. Anytime that we point the finger at someone, that saying when you point the finger at someone, how there's 3 fingers pointing right back at you? That's the cold hard truth. We got to look within ourselves. And I've been thinking about this topic a lot in terms, especially with family drama. There's so much going on that if we can't even get it right within our own families, no wonder there's no world peace. The way that we find world peace is starting that change from within. We have to start within, and then we can start to see the shifts in the people around us, in our family, our loved ones, and then there's a ripple effect in the world. So we gotta be willing to go within. And this is not a glamorous thing. It is not fun. It is, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is not a fun ride, but I promise you, if you're willing to stick it out and you're willing to look at yourself with compassion, with love, you can not only get through it, but you can grow and see so many more positive changes than you ever could have had you stayed in your trigger, pointing your finger at people mode. So that being said, with the 3 tools that can help you, number one thing that really helps me is to journal. Journaling is where I can boldly, honestly write down all of my innermost feelings without a fear of hurting anybody else's feelings. Because your journal, you're not sharing it with anybody else. It is only for you. And it helps me also not only to sort out all my feelings, I will literally name exactly the feelings that are coming up. You can even connect them with what you're feeling in your body. Sometimes when I feel this extreme anxiety or worry over something, I'll feel like this pit in my stomach. So you can journal about the physical feelings that are coming up for you and the emotions that are correlated with it. And then you go a little bit deeper and you ask yourself, why am I being triggered by this? Is there a truth behind this? Because here it is, if there weren't some sort of truth, or if there weren't some sort of opportunity for us to grow, we wouldn't be triggered in the first place. Somebody could say something or do something and it wouldn't mean anything to us because it's not an area in our life that we have to work on. If we are getting triggered, that is like the mirror right in your face saying, hey, we have something that we can look at right here and we have an opportunity for growth. So instead of getting that like icky feeling, I know for me, you know, when I get triggered, my automatic is like, I get defensive and I get angry and I put up this shield, I put up this wall. And so what I'm doing is just going to my journal, writing down all my innermost feelings and trying to dig a little deep and ask those difficult questions. Why am I being triggered? What is there here for me to learn? Now, if journaling is not your thing, totally cool. You can also, for people who don't like to write, I personally like to type on the computer because I can get my thoughts out a lot faster. But you can also put your pen to paper, or you can even dictate in your own phone, in your voice memos. That's a way if you don't feel like writing. And then if you find yourself getting stuck with the journaling, you find yourself getting stuck and like, oh, I can't figure out why am I getting triggered and what's the freaking lesson in this? A nice way is just to change the scenery around you. Go outside, go for a walk. And you can set an intention for your walk, and that very intention, help me understand why I'm triggered and what can I learn from this and how can I grow? And then maybe on your walk, don't even think about it. Just let it go, change your scenery, shift your energy, and sometimes that answer will come to you when you least expect it. So moving your body physically is a big help in helping you uncover some of those deeper, more difficult truths. So journaling and moving your body. The third one that has been very helpful to me is meditating. So when I've spoken with people about meditation, I find a lot of people have difficulty sitting still in meditation. And guess what? They're not alone. I too had immense difficulty trying to keep my mind still when I first started meditating, and I still sometimes have those issues. And so what I started doing, instead of trying to silence my mind and trying to just focus on my breath, how about become an observer of your thoughts? So if you're new to meditation, you can just set a timer, say for even 5 minutes. Ideally, we want to take it to 20 minutes, but even if you just do it for 5 minutes, you can work your way up to 10 and eventually to 20. And if you want to go longer, by all means, go for it. But even just setting a timer for a few minutes and then let the timer be, allow yourself to sit there and just notice what thoughts are coming up in your head. What are you ruminating about? And you'll likely start to see the things that you stress about over and over again. And there might be some keys in there as to why you're being triggered and what the lesson is there for you. Now, notice how I said that be an observer. There's a distinction here. When you observe your thoughts, you're going to observe as a third party. Do your best not to observe as yourself. And how you know this is because you're going to start judging and narrating and giving explanations of things when you start noticing the thoughts, coming into your mind, and you're going to start creating a story around it. Just back off, let it be, and just observe the thought like a cloud floating in the sky and just, all right, there I go worrying about that, or oh wow, now I realize I'm really afraid of X, and I'm afraid that it'll cause Y. And so this person saying this thing is why it triggered that. So there's things that might come up in this observing meditation, and feel free to journal about it afterwards or to voice text your thoughts. Again, I find it kind of helps me to sort things out and get clear on what my lesson is and how I can grow from it. So you've got your journaling, you've got your moving your body and just shifting your scenery, and also you have your meditating as an observing way. So if any of these things resonated for you, by all means, please let me know in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys. And if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. And also, I'm going to be sharing a link somewhere here along the video to my Satkartar meditation. And this is a very powerful meditation that has helped me learn to walk more in my truth, to speak my truth, and to feel more alignment within myself. So I have definitely noticed a major difference doing that meditation. So I'm going to link that in the video here, and you can subscribe for more videos to optimize your health, mind, body, and spirit. And I will see you in the next one.